everyone, Edwina here in Barcelona. Barcelona is a great city for walking and sightseeing. It's filled with amazing architecture, interesting history, and a bustling street life. In this video, we're going to take you to a few spots of interest that we discovered during our stay here.
In our previous video, we showed you a glimpse of a monument at the southern end of La Rambla. This is the Columbus Monument, built to commemorate Christopher Columbus's first voyage to the Americas. Columbus was Italian, but his journey west was sponsored by the Spanish monarchs. The site of the statue is where Columbus returned to Spain after his most famous voyage. Walking from here through La Rambla, the pedestrian boulevard, notice the wavy tiles. They represent water that once flowed here, as this used to be a drainage ditch along the medieval wall of the old town. If you keep looking down, you'll spot Mosaic de Joan Miro, halfway through La Rambla. It's the work of, well, Joan Miro, a famous artist from Barcelona, and it's one of 3 artworks he did to welcome the city visitors by land, sea, and air. Guess which one this is? Just before we reached Plaza Catalunya on the northern end, we passed by Font de Canaletes, a drinking fountain with an inscription that says, "If you drink water from Fountain of Canaletes, you will always be in love with Barcelona and you will always return." This is also the spot where the Barcelona Football Club fans would gather to celebrate the club's victories outside of then headquarters of the newspaper, La Rambla. Now we've arrived at Plaza de Catalunya, or the Catalonia Square, the heart of Barcelona. It is a large, lively square, about 50,000 square meters, with statues, fountains, and many pigeons, as you shall soon see. Yes, I am afraid of the pigeons. They're pretty big, wild, and clearly outnumbered me. Around Plaza Catalunya are a lot of shops, big department stores, hotels, banks, and restaurants, making it an ideal space for events and meeting place for the locals. I imagine it's always busy, no matter the time of day. You can get a nice view of the whole plaza from the cafeteria on the top floor of the nearby department store, Les Cortes Ingles. Sorry, the glass window was not very clean. To the east of La Rambla is the Barri Gothic, or the Gothic Quarter. It is the oldest part of Barcelona, what used to be a Roman village more than 2,000 years ago called Barquino. You can find the city's old name spelled out in Plaza Nova, in a sculpture by another Barcelona-born artist, Joan Brossa. While we were here, we couldn't miss the Barcelona Cathedral. It was constructed from the 13th to 15th century and dedicated to Saint Eulalia of Barcelona. The body of the saint is entombed in the cathedral. The official Catalan name for the cathedral means Cathedral of the Holy Cross and Saint Eulalia. It's also called La Seu, or headquarter, as it's the seat of the Archbishop of Barcelona. Walking around in the Gothic Quarter felt like being lost in time, what with the narrow, labyrinthine streets and the ancient structures around you. Nothing in the Gothic Quarter is more ancient than this, though. In this small courtyard are a few Roman columns which had been standing since 100 BC and were part of the Roman Forum. They are the most ancient structure surviving above ground in Barcelona, and absolutely amazing to behold. Where the Roman Forum once stood is now Plaza de Sant Jaume, still the administrative and political center of the city, home to two important government buildings, the Barcelona City Hall and the Palace of the Government of Catalonia. An interesting face-off of sort, considering Catalonia is seeking independence from Spain. Another popular spot in the Gothic Quarter is El Pont del Bisbe, or the Bishop's Bridge. It looks old, but was in fact only built in 1929, so it's not even 100 years old. The Church of Santa Ana had a modest facade, but we were immediately drawn to the sculpture of what looked like a homeless person sleeping on a bench near its entrance. Upon closer look, we realized it depicted Jesus because of the stigmata on his feet. It brought to mind a Bible verse in which he said, "Whatever you did for the least of your brothers, you did for me." The church was open to visitors, so we entered and was greeted by this. Well, that was nothing short of wonderful. We're not done with the Gothic Quarter, but this video is getting too long, so we'll see you in another video for more sights and stories of Barcelona. Hasta luego!